Have you ever felt like the world quietly decided your best days were behind you? Like the moment you hit a certain age, you slowly faded into the background, as if your voice, your thoughts, and your dreams no longer mattered? Maybe you noticed that the conversation started to move on without you. The spotlight drifted elsewhere, and the world stopped asking for your opinion or your story. It's as if becoming older came with an unspoken rule. Be quieter, be smaller, be less visible. But here's the truth, you're not alone. And more importantly, you're not done. Not even close. Let me share something with you. Something that might flip the way you've been thinking about aging. Age isn't a finish line. It's not some red tape marking the end of your relevance. No, age is a doorway. It's a passage into a chapter that's just as vital, just as vibrant, and potentially even more profound than anything that came before. It's the part of your life where your years of experience become your strength, where your insight carries real weight, and where your story, with all its texture and layers, is still very much unfolding. You see, you're not too old. You're stepping into a part of life where you get to bring everything you've learned, everything you've survived, and everything you still dream about into clearer focus. You're not behind. You're ahead, armed with knowledge, clarity, and resilience. And this could be the richest, most meaningful stretch of your journey yet. Welcome to this space, a place where age isn't a finish line, but a fresh beginning. A space where stories are honored, voices are uplifted, and wisdom is valued. Here we believe that every chapter you've lived has led you to this very moment, and this moment is overflowing with potential, more than you may even realize. Life has not passed you by. It has brought you here, fully equipped with insight, compassion, and a lifetime of experiences that continue to shape your unique journey. In this video, we'll explore why growing older isn't something to hide, fear, or apologize for. It's not a decline, it's a transformation. It's a stage of life that holds its own kind of beauty, wisdom, and deeply rooted purpose. Every laugh line, every silver hair, every memory etched into your heart, these are marks of a life lived with courage and intention. Getting older doesn't mean losing your spark. It means lighting a new flame that burns steadier and brighter than before. It means embracing the person you've become while staying curious about who you're still becoming. It means knowing there's still so much more to experience, to discover, to enjoy, and to share with others. Because what lies ahead can be just as rich, if not richer, than everything that came before. You've earned your place, your peace, your voice, and your power. And now together, let's dive into what that really means, what it can look like, feel like, and why it's something to celebrate. Society told you to slow down, but you don't have to. For decades, we've been told that youth equals energy, value, and possibility. Commercials, headlines, and even casual conversations have reinforced the idea that after a certain age, we're meant to step back, stay quiet, and let the younger generation take the wheel. But that's just not the whole truth. Sure, your knees may creak a little more than they used to, your calendar may look a little different, and maybe you go to bed earlier than you did at 25. But you've gained something far more powerful: perspective, wisdom, resilience. And that kind of strength doesn't diminish over time, it deepens. You've lived through eras of change, technological revolutions, cultural shifts, family milestones, personal evolutions. You've seen the rise of the internet, watched phones turn into pocket-sized computers, and experienced firsthand how the world can shift overnight. Each of those seasons carved strength into you. Each experience became a tool you carry today, a lesson in survival, a badge of endurance, a symbol of wisdom. And that kind of depth, it doesn't come from youth. It comes from time, from showing up when things were hard, from enduring heartbreak, adapting to loss, embracing transformation, and continuing forward with courage. And that's something no 25-year-old can Google. No trending video, online course, or self-help article can recreate what you've learned just by living. You've earned your insight the honest way, by walking through it. Think about it. Some of the most incredible ideas, books, and movements came from people who were past their prime. Colonel Sanders started KFC at 65, after a lifetime of trying and failing. Laura Ingalls Wilder published her first Little House book at 65, drawing from a well of experience only time could fill. Nelson Mandela became president at 75, after enduring nearly 3 decades in prison. These aren't exceptions, they're proof. Proof that age is not a barrier, it's a catalyst, a foundation, a launch pad for something meaningful. You don't have to slow down. You get to decide how fast, how bold, and how far you want to go. Because when society whispers, "Take a step back," you now have the wisdom and the voice to say, "Not yet, I'm just getting started." Your experience is a superpower. You've lived through heartbreak and healing, triumph and loss. You've faced unexpected twists and learned how to bend without breaking. You've made mistakes, gained insights, and probably passed on a few words of wisdom that stuck with someone else. That depth of life experience, it's pure gold, tested, tempered, and priceless. In a world obsessed with quick fixes, instant gratification, and the next big thing, your long view provides a grounded sense of perspective. You don't panic like you used to. You've weathered storms that looked endless and came out the other side. You've learned that most things aren't worth the worry, that people matter more than possessions, and that laughter, even in sorrow, can be the greatest act of strength. You carry more than memories. You carry meaning. Not baggage, but a treasure chest filled with stories, strength, and wisdom waiting to be shared. And that makes you not just relevant, but essential in a world still learning the lessons you've already lived. Connection is the new youth. Feeling younger isn't about chasing trends or pretending to be 30 again. It's about feeling seen, heard, and valued for who you truly are. That deep sense of vitality and joy, it starts not with cosmetics or exercise fads, but with connection, with real moments shared between people who care. Pick up the phone and call someone you haven't talked to in a while. Strike up a conversation in the grocery line. Join a community group, a book club, or that neighborhood walking circle you've been thinking about. Volunteer at the local library or animal shelter. Start a weekly coffee chat with someone new. These little actions build bridges that keep your heart and mind young. Make space for joy, for community, for companionship and shared laughter, for giving and receiving stories, hugs, and purpose. Because we don't age out of meaning, and we certainly don't age out of love. The need to belong, that never retires. It only grows more important. And every connection you nurture is a spark that keeps you glowing from the inside out. There's still time to do that. One thing, you know, the thing, that one idea you tucked away years ago. A dream you promised yourself you'd come back to one day. A trip across the country, or maybe just across town. A book that lives in your heart but never made it to the page. a letter you never sent, or one you've been waiting to receive. A language that once lit your curiosity on fire. Whatever it is, it's not too late. It never was. And it still isn't. You have time. You have breath. You have choice. You have power, more than you think. Even starting small can be transformative. 10 minutes a day, that's 60 hours a year. 60 hours of effort, of focus, of soul poured into something that matters to you. That's enough to change the course of your life or someone else's. Enough to rekindle a forgotten dream or start a brand new chapter. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be real. Just begin. Your one thing is waiting. So let the world think what it wants about age. Let them count candles, wrinkles, or birthdays. You count memories made, wisdom earned, and chances taken, again and again. You're not fading into the background. You're stepping into sharper focus, more defined by who you truly are. You're not slowing down. You're simply choosing a different pace, more intentional, more meaningful. You're not too old to learn, to love, to laugh, or to lead. You're entering a chapter rich with depth, clarity, and courage. Because this isn't the end of the road, it's the part of the journey where you finally get to drive in your own lane, with purpose and perspective. You're not too old. You're just getting started, and you're getting better every step of the way. If this message touched something in you, if it made you pause, reflect, or smile, don't keep it to yourself. Subscribe to the channel and be part of a growing community that knows the value of wisdom, experience, and meaningful conversation. Here we celebrate life at every stage and believe that every voice, especially those seasoned by time, deserves to be heard. And if someone close to you might need this message today, don't hesitate to share it. Whether it's a friend, a parent, a neighbor, or someone you haven't spoken to in a while, this could be the reminder they need, that they still matter, deeply. Thanks for watching, for listening, and for simply being here. Until next time, take care, and keep showing up for the life you're still meant to live.